Hi guys, just a quick one. As you know, the channel's called The Action Diary, and it's my diary of what I call taking action. I'm trying to get the business up and running, making more YouTube videos, and trying to build out that side of things. But I wanted to talk really quickly about my opinions on success, my idea about what success means to me, and kind of why I'm doing all of this. On the one hand, there's the financial freedom side. I feel like financial freedom is one of the only true freedoms, because we live in such a capitalist society and we are governed by the amount of money we make. It's a proxy for resource. And so I at this point in my journey, but also really throughout my life, I feel as though the financial freedom is what would give me the ability to, it's optionality, make any decisions that I want to make any choices that I want to make, free from, as an example, having to do work that you don't want to do in order to make money, or not being able to take advantage of one opportunity because you have to be at work, those sorts of things. Anyway, so there's that whole side of it, and that's really my main driver, I think, for all of this, is just a sense of like, I want to have complete optionality in my life. So anyway, that's kind of one side of it. There is another side to it, which is the materialistic side of me, which isn't a particularly strong side of me, to be perfectly honest. And this is one of the things I wanted to get into is, you know, I'm not like a watch guy, I'm not a suit guy, I don't see the value in rinsing money on material things within a certain view. And what I mean by that is there are some things that I do that I am really into. I'm really into cars. Like, I've had this decade-long dream of owning a Chevrolet Camaro ZL1 for those of you in the States. And anyone who knows me knows it's my dream car, and I've been banging on about them for ever since the Gen 6 came out, really. And you know, so I do have these things where I'm like, you know, I want a nice house. I don't need a mansion with 30 bedrooms and bathrooms, but a big-ish house where I can have a decent sized garden, an office, a decent garage to put my Camaro in, a workshop, you know, somewhere a bit secluded, I feel like is within reach, you know, and so, or sorry, it should be within reach. So this is just some of my musings on why I'm kind of doing what I'm doing. I feel like if I can end up with a few million in the bank and a house paid off, which I know seems like an extreme dream, but it you know, when you look at businesses doing hundreds of millions a year, to go, I didn't buy a house when I was younger. I don't have a house now. We're renting. Details of that in another video. And I sort of started too late. I was, you know, just pissing away my money when I was young. And I didn't know about investing. I didn't care about owning a house. I just wanted a cool car and to hang out with my mates, and that was it. And obviously now I'm paying for it. I've been very lucky in that I earn good money in stunts, and I've got plenty of time outside of that to put into time and effort into a business. Also, I've been quite lucky with my cryptocurrency investments, so that's doing well. Anyway, really where I'm getting to the point now is I keep getting a lot of advice from people saying, when you're going to take some money out of crypto, you can't take it with you, why don't you just buy this, buy that, etc. Oh, you have to enjoy it. And one of the things I keep saying is, I've been broke. and it sucks, but I can cope. Like, I've had to buy food on my credit card and stuff like that, and borrow money to pay my rent and those sorts of things. And it is difficult and it's horrible and it sucks, but I can cope with that. The flip side is I've never been a multimillionaire, and that's my goal. That's what I'm striving for. Anyway, I'm digressing. The point really is, like, I'm very interested in running my own business. I want to have creative control over what I do as much as I can. I want to make decisions that I think are the right call for a business. I want to employ people and be the boss that I never had. I want people to feel empowered at work. I want people to be able to be themselves at work and be creative at work. And so that's another side of it. The thing with Resident Tactical is it's all about building community. I want people to come together over a shared interest, and do the competitions and the training and better themselves in a skill that they can feel they're getting good at. So anyway, I said this was going to be quick, and it isn't, and I apologise, like a lot of my little vlogging moments, but I just wanted to really just share what my motivation is for why I'm doing all of this. I think it's not enough to just want to be rich. And it's not really about that. Like, I don't really care about status, or at least I don't think I do. I just want to be able to do essentially whatever I want at any given moment, and not within reason, and not have to do things that I don't want to do. And I see that in a lot of the sort of entrepreneurial journeys that I've, things I've seen on YouTube, and, a lot of people say, like, I just didn't want a boss telling me what to do. I didn't want, if I just wanted a day off, then I could have one. And I don't think it's necessarily the case that I'll constantly be taking days off. There's a lot of work to be done, but I think it's knowing that you can. And so that's really where I want to test the water in really being my own boss. I'm going to build this company from literally nothing, and it is mine, and it lives or dies on my effort, my imagination, my creativity. And that's really important to me. And then just having the ability to just go, I want to take the business in this direction, or I want to make this YouTube video, or whatever, So anyway, one of my short videos has turned into a massive rant again, so apologies for that. I think that's something that's going to become a bit of a common theme. One thing I will say before closing is I am starting to lean a little bit towards the idea of what there's a macro investor, is that the right phrase? There's a guy called Raoul Pal who's a sort of macroeconomic guy. He's a hedge fund. I think he's I want to say hedge fund manager. Someone correct me. I'm probably getting that slightly wrong. But I watch a lot of his videos because he talks a lot about crypto, and he talks about lifestyle chips. And it's sort of like the idea that actually, you can invest all your money, or invest. Like, when you're up, it's okay just to take a little bit off and enjoy some of it, and I quite like the idea of lifestyle chips. So I'm thinking I might take some lifestyle chips and buy the dream car, get the Camaro. So I'm kind of looking into that at the moment, and I'll update about that perhaps in another video. Anyway, I just was sort of having this thought this morning, and I just wanted to get it out there. This has run on way too long, so I'm going to wrap it up. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.